Alright guys, welcome back. Just doing a quick little year-end video. This is the top 5 Hot Toys figures of 2014. Keep in mind this is a video of top 5 figures that I own. A lot of great figures came out in 2014, but obviously can't afford them all. So keep that in mind. Your list may very well be different, but again, this is top 5 Hot Toys figures for 2014. I'm going to start with number 5, and that is the Hot Toys Thor from a Dark World. I think this figure came out fantastic. One of the main reasons for that is the head sculpt. I think they did a excellent job on that. Really captured his Chris Hemsworth's likeness extremely well. You know, the extra strands of hair, giving it that added depth. So I think they did a really great job with that. Also with the outfit itself. They came out with 2 versions. They came out with the light armor and the regular, which is fully armored. I did go with the fully armored, but both figures are excellent. The exclusive did have a really cool base. So either way you went, you got yourself an excellent looking Thor. And apparently Hot Toys thought so too, because the Age of Ultron Thor is essentially the same figure, just kind of dirtied up and with the colors slightly changed. So that's it. That's number 5. The Hot Toys Dark World Thor. Excellent job. Also keep in mind, I'm working with a new camera, so I'm hoping that the quality will come out a lot better, but I may be you know, a little inexperienced with using it, so keep that in mind. Next up is the number 4 figure for me, and that is the Hot Toys Mark 33 Silver Centurion. So this figure for me was highly anticipated. I was very much looking forward to getting this guy in, as it's my favorite armor. Now Hot Toys did come out with some die-cast figures this year for Iron Man, and I think they're excellent, but I chose the Mark 33 because the design of the suit, the bulk, the paint job, and, you know, just being my favorite, really stood out as the Iron Man armor to have this year for me. I mean, everyone's got their own favorites, and for me it was definitely this one here. I think the design and the suit colors came out fantastic. It's kind of got like that muscle car of all the Iron Man suits. It doesn't have as much engineering as, you know, for instance, the Mark 42. But they did take some nice liberties with the articulation on this figure. And you can pretty much get it into most poses people will be looking for. So for that, I commend it. And this is the head, the alternative head that you got with the set. Which I think they did a great job with. So that's my pick for number 4, the Hot Toys Mark 33 Silver Centurion Iron Man. Excellent addition to the collection. Very happy to have it. Number 3 is an iconic figure. I'd say probably the King of Marvel. And that's the Hot Toys Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man. So we've gotten a few renditions of Spider-Man through the years, all of them pretty decent. But the latest rendition has definitely got to take the cake for the best figure representation of Spider-Man. They really nailed it. The proportions, they corrected the height issue from the first figure, which is the Amazing Spider-Man 1. The suit materials that they used, get rid of using the full rubber and went with a mix of rubber and fabric. So it really turned out nice. The big eyes, obviously it's the design of the movie, but it really comes across as a classic McFarlane type Spider-Man, and couldn't be happier with that. Looks amazing in hand. There have been quality control issues on certain figures, so that can detract depending on what you get. You know, there was black spots and issues like that. But aside from that, though, the figure itself came out excellent. Also was the introduction of the new hand system that Hot Toys is using, at least for the Amazing Spider-Man, and that's where it comes off at the palm instead of the wrist. So it's an interesting choice. Not sure if we're going to see that going forward or not, but that's my pick for number 3, the Hot Toys Amazing Spider-Man. Definitely recommend picking this guy up. If you don't have a Spider-Man in your collection, or you simply want the best available, it's this. Alright, moving on. Been a lot of Marvel lately, and that's where we're going to be changing it up a little bit. My number 2 pick for Hot Toys figure of 2014. This is really a toss-up for me between 2 figures, but for me, I decided to go with the Hot Toys Terminator Police Shootout Battle Damage version. So this figure here was really a highly anticipated release for me. Been wanting this figure for years, and they finally came out, and I think they did a pretty amazing job with it. They improved on so many things. They gave us 2 amazing head sculpts. Pan out here so you can see. We've got the tanker truck look and the police shootout look, 2 in 1 in a package, so you can recreate any look you were looking for. The quality of the head sculpts and the paintwork on these is just incredible. The tanker truck really is really an amazing sculpt. I was blown away by this when I first seen it in hand, and still till this day. I mean, just look at that. That is just phenomenal work. You could see, let's see right about at that point. See how like the flesh is hanging off the face. Amazing detail on this figure. Just incredible. Like I said, I had a really hard time choosing which particular figure would become number one, and to be honest, I'm still on the fence. It could very well still be this one for me, just because I'm a huge Terminator fan, and I think they did an excellent job on this figure. The only downfall I say they did with this one was the choice of upper torso. They did use a T2 body for a T1 figure, so looks a little thin, unfortunately, in the upper torso. You know, chest and neck is not really big enough. But aside from that, though, they really did do an amazing job. The sculpts, they really nailed. The gear, the accessories, excellent work all around. I mean, you can't say that's not Arnold. So, moving on to number one. Sure, any of you who have watched my videos over the past year might have an idea on what that is. And yes, it's the Hot Toys Robocop from Robocop 1. This one is been given the status of number one for a number of reasons. One, you know, it's the first Robocop we've seen of this quality in a really long time. It's a figure I've always wanted in my collection, but I never wanted to go back and pay the aftermarket prices for the first one, and it was never really that amazing anyway. This figure has really lifted the bar for Hot Toys. They put in some new features into the figure. It's the first, well, maybe not the first, but it's the second talking figure from their line. It's also die cast as well. Has multitude of replaceable face plates. The engineering that went into this is really spectacular. Very heavy figure. Paint job on it has been the area of a lot of debate. You know, a lot of people saying it's too silver. All of that. So, it depends on your lighting. But when you see this in hand and you feel the quality, it's just a stunning figure. And I think it really did set the bar really high as far as figures go, with the die cast, the talking features, and the paint quality that they've provided, the likeness. I think they did an excellent job on this, and it really is a figure that no collector should be without if they were a fan of the film. So that's it, guys. Number one, Hot Toys Robocop. Spectacular figure. So go ahead, guys, leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. What's your top 5? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Always interested in hearing your thoughts. So till next time, thanks for watching, and a Happy New Year.